Get dangerous. Get dangerous. Shameless. Basic. Shameless. Get dangerous. That's right. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me ballin'. Get my range up. Look at me ballin'. Got me famous.
Good morning, everybody. How's everyone doing today? Happy Wednesday. Let's start the game plan here. Got a cute couple minutes here till the market opens, but we've already posted our game plan here for the session. Sure, got everything here working. Perfect. All right, let's take a look here at the outlook. First and foremost, start your session every day. Market outlook. So current negative gamma environment for NQ, that is. Okay, so that's what we're watching. Scenarios: acceptance below 29,175. So we are currently rejecting off 175. That's also our HVL level. So what we're looking for is if price can continue to fail under 175, then we would be aiming, we would be looking for price to go lower, and we'd be looking for a move back down to 29,000s possibly. Well, we already got there. So yeah, this already happened. So actually, that's good. That first scenario already played out. But the pivot for me today is that pivot. So we're going to be watching that coming into the session. Mark that on your charts. 21,175s. Let's take a look at the map, gamma map, and we can see we got some negative gamma below at 150s and positive up around 240s. Major put support down at 29,000. So if we start trading through 150, We already are below 150, but if we can start staying heavy under the 150 area, start cracking 29,000, maybe we see some acceleration. We'll see dealers start selling into these levels. We shall see. And then here's our visuals for the session for the hourly, just pure price action. Let's see if we could pop that up there real quick. Take a look. This is from last night. So last night we did reject off our prior. This is a 4-hour chart. So prior 4-hour support becomes resistance level 29,307. We've inverted for a little opening of a fair value gap here, and now we're trading back under 193. So once again, that 175 level is super important. And then they did take out that short-term target at 61s, and now we're just going to be battling here around the 900 level. So the main game today is that 900 level. Do buyers defend it? Are they able to? And if so, cool. If not, then guess what? We'll see price move to that next downside target around 28,968. Let's see what else we got here. We got our volume profile chart as well, and what that's showing us is major rejection off of our prior week value area low, where we did come into it. You see they poked their head into it yesterday, and then we rejected. And then I guess again that main area here we got to just pay attention to. So that cluster 175, very important. We're going to continue to keep our eye on that here throughout the session. And the weekly bias is actually showing up as bearish. So technically bearish on the weekly for our bias here. So not that it's going to influence whether we buy or sell. It's just letting us know that, you know, the higher time frame structure for us, we would be leaning bearish. But we're not going to get locked into any bias because we'd like to come in with a fresh perspective and just allow the market to develop and unfold real time. But it's good for us to be aware of these important levels coming into the session. Let's take a look at this hourly chart. We got 5 minutes before the open. So let's take a note here. You can see them trying to reclaim. So we've got this low, lower high, lower low. They're beginning to press back in or attempt to take out 175. This was yesterday's action, right? It was yesterday when they were sitting in this this consolidation here. I mean, it was pretty brutal for 5-6 hours when they finally expanded higher. And we can see since Monday, I think it was Monday, yeah, Monday, or should I say Friday, we began this upward rotation. So we've been in this rotation to the upside July 17th. Basic, classical, technical analysis is we are in this channel currently. And so, you know, the main question is, are we going to find some support? Are people going to be buying this and we get this push up and then maybe we continue higher? I don't know. We'll see, you know. So we've got this area to contend with. The main objective right now is to watch how they're going to handle this zone here coming into the session. So technically we'll be watching this little area here. And then if this ends up rotating, you know, we can see they spend some time here overnight. You know, maybe we get some rejection around 200s. But for me, what I would like to see is like maybe a double top failure, continuation lower for the sell side. If we do get bullish, you know, maybe what they'll do, maybe one more push down and then kind of just take it right back up. And one thing that's also worth noting is the overnight high. Actually not overnight high, yesterday's high, how they left it there. Yeah, there's really no excess on this overnight high. It seems like there's some unfinished business here. We got some equal highs. So, you know, we'll see if that ends up becoming something worth revisiting here. If price does want to go up, that could become targets. And then the other thing to note is down here, we have our structural low here at 750s. But again, main levels to pay attention to is our 0 VT level, 29,175. We've got some put support, 29,000s, which we are seeing price kind of hold up here at the moment. But if we are, you know, based on negative gamma, we should see price be able to, if price moves through this, we should see dealers trade with that move, right? Not against it. What else? That's pretty much where we're at right now from what I'm seeing. We are below prior day value, so that's also worth noting here too. Let's kind of move that to the side. We can see that we're currently opening underneath. So if they do try to get back in, do they accept or fail, right? Or accept or reject? And just notice here how we are beginning to feel some value down here. We have this low volume area here from yesterday. So it looks like they are trying to spend some time here. Maybe they'll get through it. We'll see. That's another area worth noting. So we can just kind of like keep this here on our chart just as a reference for the hourly. And that actually lines up with our 1 day max or 1 day low or minimum right here. So expected move to the downside, 926s. Where's our 1 day max? We've got a lot of room to the 1 day max up top. So should be an interesting day today, guys. But here's the thing. We're coming in with a simple focus, a simple objective every single day. We're just looking. You do, cool. Yeah. You can, our objective is to show up, keep it simple, trade smart, don't oversize, don't overtrade, try to take 5 trades, try to hit 100 points, right? 100 points. And, you know, at the end of the day, like, you limit your max loss for the session, every session. So depending on your account size or what type of account you're trading, it's all relative to that. So sometimes people think that skill level has something to do with like how many contracts you trade. I think it's a little backwards because of the whole prop firm thing. You know, got everybody thinking incorrectly. It's about your account size and what you're trading. If you're trading a smaller account, like let's say you're trading one of these evals, it's like 25K, smaller account, you trade small. If you're trading a 150K account, well, then you can size up a bit, right? So it just depends. But the main objective stays the same. Whether you're trading one micro, 1 mini, 10 minis, doesn't matter. It's the same mindset coming into the game. We're just trying to get our 25 points. All right, we got our also update here for big trades indicator. We're going to release that here today for the group. So what you've seen on my chart with the bubbles, we've got that done, coded, cleaned up. We've also added something called market flow at the top, which is actually going to read to us the actual tape. So it's kind of like basically having a real-time flow analysis of what's happening. I don't know if you guys can see it there. It's on the top left. So it's showing us right now in the last 60 seconds, there's been more selling than buying. And it's not like that's a signal. It's just letting you know what's happening in the moment, right? So when you look at like the time in sales, that's kind of what you would see on the tape. You would see a bunch of red, right? Now we can see the buying coming in here. I got my filter to set to like 100, you know, minimum contracts. So we won't see bubbles unless we get 100 contracts. Markets opened up. Good luck, everybody. Let's see how they handle this big level here at 100s. Can we stay above 100s here? Trying to get our 100 points today. We did it yesterday, and we did it the day before. We'll see if we can do it again. Just try to come to the market with no expectations. I mean, that's the best thing you can do. We're approaching our 6 a.m. open at 127, so on the big Renko. Have that as a... Yes, we do. Perfect. So here's our big Renko chart. And you can just see the structure since yesterday's high. Yesterday's 2 p.m. It's just been just non-stop bearish sell-off. We had a nice little pullback that started at, what time was that? 3:41. And then we had trend continuation starting around 7 o'clock a.m. And now we're retesting our 6 a.m. open. Let's see. Cool. Our map back up here is our X spot back up here. All right, guys, let's take a look at where we're at, what we're doing, what's going on. Battle right now. Let's see if these boys are going to be able to stay above 100s. Oh, they can pop this back on the chart, folks. 100 points every day. 100 points a day, guys. Let's go. You see the flows here, they are buying. They are staying bullish. Buyers are buying. Last 60 seconds. Let's see. Oh, we got a 50 block here. We're going to push into these offers at 126. Let's see if they can take out this offer we have. There it is. They filled that offer at 126. You did fill that offer at 126. Why are my bubbles not popping? What's going on here? That was a pretty big execution. But we are now pushing into the 150, watching out for 175. 175s to see if they're going to reclaim this area here. Remember yesterday's value area lows at 151. But there is no reason to predict a short right now. Price is pumping. As long as price is pumping, you got to just respect it, right? Now we're testing our VWAP from overnight, which is also 159. More than likely we'll see a reaction. Let's see. We also had G5. Let's see. This will be a little premature for me to take this, but we do have some positive GEX at 167s. Are they going to use that positive GEX to hedge this spike up? Let's see. Let's see if it acts as resistance. And then we got some negative GEX that we're actually kind of right above. So we'll see here what happens. Nothing yet for me. Just watching. Just trying to get in sync with the flow here, guys. Let's see if they give us a nice little situation here. I think they're going to try to pop that 175 level. Let's not predict. Let's not be a predictor of things. So no trades as of yet. No trades as of yet, folks. See if we can build a little buffer. And now, the first thing we have to do is look at the actual ATR today, guys, for the 1 minute chart. What is the ATR for the 1 minute chart? It's only 62 ticks. It's only 62 ticks. It's half the ATR of what it's been the last 2-3 days, right? So we have to recognize that, hey, if it's only 62 ticks or 64 ticks, more than likely we cannot necessarily aim for scalps of 100 ticks. I mean, you could, but that means you would have to, hold your trades a little longer. So that means I'll probably end up taking 15 points for my scalps. And kind of do that as baseline, and then if we can catch runners, so I'll be using scalp targets for maybe 15 points, and then put maybe a runner on and keep a runner to try to catch the full 25 or more, right? But this 1 hour chart right now, I mean, I'm not really interested in doing anything. I know people want to probably short the shit out of this thing as we approach this area here, but I'm not one of those. I don't short the level. I'm going to short the reaction. I'm going to short the breakdown, the trap, right? Right now, buyers are still in control. How do I know that? Well, we can see that the flows are still positive here, right? We can see net GEX is building. So as long as this is building, that's telling me that the flows the buyers are here. They're doing what they need to do to keep price moving forward. So it's bullish flow at the moment, even on QQQs. We're approaching the flip as well on QQQs. Take a look here. You can see what I'm looking at. Or actually got PLC overhead. Looks like we just got a nice rotation on NQ. Let's see if that leads to maybe a deeper move here. Let's see. I would need to see another attempt higher by the buyers. Let's see if we get another high or something like that. Flows, oh, it looks like flows here are beginning to turn a little bit. Yep, see, immediately absorbed. Immediately absorbed there. So no trades yet from me, just waiting and watching, guys. Waiting and watching. How you guys doing today? Pretty nice gap down there on the S&Ps. Let's also put that here on this chart. A slow session so far. There's no news today either. And these buyers are going to try now to get back into this high. Let's see if they're going to be able to take out this high. Got around 160s. There's the break. There's the break. The current auction, if we just kind of look at 30 minutes, 9:30, we opened up. We had a little bit of two-way, but we stayed above 90s, right? We stayed above 90s. So two-way trade, typical. Then we got expansion here. Then we pulled back. Looks like we're trying to get another breakout here, but I don't know. Looks like they're struggling here, to be honest, guys. Could be a trap. Well, we'll see what happens. There's that retest right here for sellers. So see if the sellers can actually take back control of this thing and take out the buyers here. Looks like that's what they want to do. See, watch that 125 level. Let's put up the book map real quick. Start paying attention to 125s. Look at the microstructure, the volume here. You can see the sellers trying to get price under 125, immediately absorbed. But look, immediately rejected again at 136s. So now we're probing that level. We're breaking down. We're underneath. looks good. Looks good. Looks good for a little move, but I'm not taking this one yet. I should have taken the dot, but it's okay. I'm actually look at that. They absorbed them. There we go. Now we're getting some volume here, guys. Now the tape is speeding up. Now the tape is speeding up. Let's actually add that to our market pulse, huh? Pace of tape. I think that's important sometimes. Let's do pace of tape. Especially in slow markets, right? Because you don't want to get stuck in that slow grind. Typically when we see, oh wow, you already made your bag, bro? Dude, that's awesome. That's the best day. When you can make your 100 points and you're only 10 minutes in, that's it. Bingo. All right, look at that. They are doing a Johnny Cage. Look at that. Boom. Trap high, trap low, trap high. It's kind of what they did on the hourly chart yesterday, if you guys recall that, right? Get them back on their 150s. Take that. I'm gonna try it. Let's try the 150s. Let's try that short, guys. The 150s. Can these boys get down to 125s again? Can they do it? Can they do it? Gotta get my bag. Trying to get my bag here. Let's get that baggie. I'm only gonna try to go for like 15 points here, guys. Stops break even just in case they want to flip. Let's see. Okay. I'll stay in the trade. Oh, tagged out. Break even. Oh, okay. Break even on that one. Because it could bounce right here. So just being cautious. Retest. You bought 10 contracts? Holy cannolis, bro. You are a brave soul. These boys gonna trap the shit out of me here? Are they gonna reclaim 150? What are they gonna do, boys? What are they gonna do? Tight stops always. Keep it tight, guys. Keep it tight. I got some lag on my machine, bruv. What is going on? Not too bad. Okay, stopped out on that one, guys. Small loss. Let's be transparent about it, right? What was that loss? Stopped out 154. Entry was 140. So what's that? 14 points. Okay, let's let it do its thing, gang. ATR is rising. Let's see if these boys are going to be able to break 160s here. They're going to try. They're going to try. Watch the orange line here. Got all this resistance. Let's see if they can bust through it. Let's see if they can do it, guys. Oh, nice offer. Nice offer. The book map. They're trying to do it. They're trying to get bullish here. See if these boys can break through. 15-minute looks pretty beefy as we approach that 1 hour structure, that pivot, that 0 VT level here. All right, are these boys going to be able to stay in? Are they going to be able to hold this VT level? What's up? Let's see. Let's watch. 175s. They're already down 10 points from that level. Let's see if they're going to sustain the move. Yeah, they sustained the move. Taking it easy, guys. Taking it easy. The first trade was a break even. Second one was a loss. Second one was a loss, guys. Small loss. See, boys are approaching our offers here. Back underneath 175 again. But no structure yet. No structure yet for me. See them here. Hold it, like probing this level here at 175. My machine just freeze. Sure did. Was a spike or something there? Look at that madness that's going on right now at this level. All right, we're watching what happens here. We got the 15-minute candle about to close. So far, the 30-minute buyers have stepped up. They started here, right? Took control, came here, built a base. Now they're breaking out, taking control. So we've got that stair step trend. Nothing impulsive, nothing aggressive. Just slow stepping, guys. This is not the type of market I actually like to trade because there's really just a slow step, no momentum type situation here, right? Close are back positive here, staying positive on QQQs. Take a look at the NDX. It's now kind of pushing up now up to the 200 level. Go. All right. Are these boys going to try to get the high a day? Is that what they're trying to do here today? Or go back to overnight high? We just watching now. They've broken out. Can they hold? Can they hold out? Can they stay out? Right? We've broken above the 15-minute opening range. That's what this box represents. And let's see what happens from here, guys. Are these guys going to continue to hold trend? They're going to continue to hold the trend. No trades yet, guys. Right now, I mean, I took the two, so one loss, one break even. Just waiting right now. And this is part of the game, you know? It's part of the game. Take your time. Take your time because there's still time. There is still time. $200 level. Looking kind of juicy here. Where's my lug level at? Lug levels. We are actually above our lug level. So if we take a look at the 1-minute chart here, guys, a couple things worth noting. So we've broken out of the 200. We've broken above our 175 level. Doesn't mean that we stay broken out, but just acknowledging what is, right? Now it looks like they're trying to get a test here of our opening range or 175 level. So our lug level price is 29,110, and we can see that level being used throughout the session. Let's pull up our big levels. So we got blue down below at 750s, and then we got big red at 29,500. So we're like right smack dab in the middle of this range. Well, let's see what happens, guys. Let's see what happens. Let's watch this pullback here on the Renko chart. Are these guys going to support this? Because we are testing out this breakout level here. Now, for this trend structure to start getting bearish, at least with my Renko, the Renko here, we need a break of this low or some type of lower low, right? So right now the format is higher high, higher low. I mean, this is the structure that we're currently in. So, you know, we got to respect that, right? Higher high, higher low. Now, at this point, it can pop up, create another rotation, and then give us a lower low. Like we can get one of these, and it starts, and then breaks. But right now we're bullish, so I can't short this, you know. And let's see, they're going to try to maybe take out this high once again. I can't buy this either because we're already at the major level on the 1 hour chart, right? So that's important. Like, do I really want to buy right here? Do I really want to be a buyer right there? I don't think so, right? I don't want to be a buyer right here. This is that area that we're paying attention to that could be the possible rejection zone. More specifically, it's going to be this green candle right there. So that little area, that little green candle is the resistance that I'm watching here, right? And we could just combine that with the level. It's pretty much anywhere from 250s down to 172s or 175s, or we'll just call it 200s that I'm going to be cautious with, because this is where I don't want to see. Like, I wouldn't want to be a buyer into this because that is a major resistance area. And then if we also look at, let's pull up our chart here real quick. You can also see we have a major POC here, but it is negative gamma above. So that means moves up are amplified, no ceiling. So that's also something to consider according to this on QQQs. So if they do start holding above 706 on QQQs, maybe we'll see some move higher. But you know what's going on right now, it's beginning to stall. We got 10 minutes left for this hour candle to close. Cool. So just take it easy. I'm just gonna let things smooth out a little bit here. Nothing going on, guys. Just chilling. It's just chilling. Show. There we go. ATR is now approaching 91, so that's good. So it started off at 67 first 5 minutes, so it's increasing. So we're getting some volatility increasing here. Here's the break of structure for continuation. Let's see if they can do it now, as we are approaching 200s. So that would have been a scalp, right? But I still wouldn't take this trade just because of location. But that would have been the move technically, right? So we've got the middle band, price came into it. This was the pivot to watch. They did a trap sweep low here, and then they reclaimed. We got a reclaim right here, boom, right? So you get that nice little fast, quick, instant move, but pay attention to the key level because that is a major level here, a major level of resistance. Not every pattern is something you trade. So we have to understand there's a big distinction between a pattern you trade and a pattern you skip, okay? So I think the first layer to understand is obviously levels, because the levels what supersedes any pattern, okay? Then the timing of things, like what time is it, right? So in this case, it would be kind of acceptable because if you look at the 1 hour candle, look at the 1 hour chart, well, who's controlled that option for the whole 1 hour? And, you know, the last 30 minutes, who's been in complete control? The buyers. Okay, so you got time on your side. The buyers have been in control, okay? The level itself, that's kind of iffy because we know this is a major resistance level, but yet sellers have not shown the ability to take control. So that might be the part where you're like, okay, I'm not too worried. You know, 200 seems to be, you know, we didn't get a major reaction You know, we still have strong pivot. We still have breaks of structure. We're still above the middle band. We're still above the VWAP. So buyers are still technically in control. So you have time-based, and then you have level-based, and then the pattern comes in. And what's this pattern? In this case, they created, this is basically a bull flag, right? This is one of a continuation pattern. You got an impulse break, breakout, pullback, 2 legs down, boom, boom, 2-leg correction. There's the dot. There's a continuation move. So if you think about it like that, that would be an okay trade, right? And that's all you're doing. You're just filtering the 3 concepts, the three things over and over again, repeatedly. I don't know why this thing ain't printing, bruh. Need to adjust my bubbles. I think I may have made them too big. Too big. See, hopefully this doesn't get too crowded here. But what I'm interested in seeing is this next 1 hour chart, next 1 hour candle, if they're going to be able to get back and keep this trend moving up, moving forward. We got this break on the big Renko chart. So that's also worth paying attention to now. We've got this breakout at 173.50s. And Big Renko is ripping. So at that point, you know, they reclaimed the 6 o'clock open print. We're now approaching 250s. So this could continue to be supported, and we can continue to see price potentially move to 250 and maybe even higher. But there's also a strong possibility we get a retest of the 73 level after that break. But current trend is bullish. It's up, right? We're seeing higher highs and higher lows. Gotta respect it. Gotta respect it, guys. I came in with the thinking that maybe we would see rotation and rejection off the 175, 200 level, and it's still possible. But look, I'm not going to get locked into that. I'm going to disallow what's happening to be the guiding force here, right? We can see that the net GEX is positive here. We're meaning price. We're going to see price basically be supported. We're going to see more. In this instance, it's just a slow move up, but we're not seeing actually so much of a mean reversion scenario as of yet. So we'll see what happens here this next 30 minutes. We do have some major, we have some positive gamma around 270. You can see right here, 267s, right here, we're beginning to build some positive gamma. And we can just note how price comes into these levels and then react to them, right? Down here, came back down below it and reacted. So now we're going to watch to see if we can get to 267s and see what happens. Still no trade for me, just waiting. See price how they're going to respond here to the 250 level here. S&P is stair stepping higher, so they're trending up, right? I mean, if you look watching the S&P 500, pretty chill, calm situation today. Those are beginning to get bearish here on QQQs. See if we see any impact on that here. QQQs is trying to get to 710s. Pretty calm day, guys, so far. Pretty calm, pretty calm. Is at its call resistance right now, so we're just watching to see if we get any type of reaction there on the QQQs. Might be place where price can actually squeeze through. Let's see if it does. Buyers are just pressing the gas. Look at the net gax. The net gax. Guys haven't already, hit that like button. Hit the like button so YouTube knows people actually like this live stream. Hit the like button there. Appreciate it. There's a 250 level here. So look at this hourly chart. Let's take a look back at that hourly chart, right? Look at that hourly chart real quick. The hourly chart. There's the hourly chart right there. So what has the hourly chart, what have they done? They've basically pulled back to the 29,000 level, and now we're getting a big reaction, you know? So trendline buyers are taking control of this move, and it looks like they're gonna want to get this retest of this high around 300, what is that, 361s, which would be yesterday's high. So it looks like we're getting that pretty big expansion right now, but we'll see. You know, the hour candle closes here in 30 seconds, and we'll see how they handle this. If we end up getting one of those scenarios where it's a impulsive move, and then the next candle opens up, dips a little bit, and then boom, continuation. Or is this just like a trap? You know, do they end up like maybe failing, and we start getting some pressure here, some sell pressure here, and then we start seeing price pull back to 250s? So here's the 10 o'clock hour. Now we just watch to see what they're going to do. New auction every 30 minutes. Every 30 minutes, gang. Strong positive gamma right now, guys, on the NDX. Strong positive gamma right now. But we are seeing price keep pushing and pushing and pushing. So, you know, there's like a conflict here. Let's watch. There's the reclaim of 77. So are they going to stay above? Now, why can't I buy this? Reason why I don't buy this is because let's look at, this is helpful here, I think, for folks, because if we just take a look here with the Renko, look, I can't buy it because look at the move. The move already happened, right? It happened from this break of structure to here. So the extension already occurred. And very rarely are you going to get an extension like this without a bearish rotation, right? Very rarely, meaning another swing leg, right? So we got to wait for price to do what it does, and it forms, you know, we get expansion, pullback, expansion, pullback, right? Now the question is this pullback going to be just a pullback, or does it end up becoming a full, deeper pullback, or does it become a big reversal? We don't know, right? Because every pullback is either going to, in a bullish trend, every pullback is going to, it has to print a higher low, an equal low, right? But it cannot print a lower low. If it prints a lower low, that changes the structure of the trend, right? And this basic mechanics, price action 101. So the Renko is what's going to keep us safe from, you know, being chasing FOMO, right? Because if people see the big hourly candle, and they're like, bro, this thing's going to rip. It's going to go. It's going to go without me. I don't want to miss it. Gotta get rid of that mindset. Gotta get rid of that mindset. You don't chase, especially in positive gamma. We're in positive gamma, guys. This is how everyone who loses money, and even though they have the right idea, right? Even though they have the right idea, you know, the market's going to pull back. The market isn't going a straight line. There's a rotation start right here. We can see we get the little red dot. Now, we don't know how far this is going to go. It could be a shallow pullback, could be a deep pullback. We don't know. But now we're sitting on 250s. We just watch to see. Look at where we're at. Look at 277. The buyers will need to reclaim 277 for this thing to get back on track here with the auction, right? So right now, 30-minute, right now we're below it. But look, we're still positive net gags. There hasn't really been any decrease in this. We are seeing a little bit of sellers coming in, but nothing crazy yet. There we go. Nice little move there. Nice. That would have been a nice little pop off the hourly open, but not enough. Not enough as of yet. Is our ATR still only 92 ticks, the ATR? Still only 92 ticks here, guys. And so we're beginning to reject. Look, this positive GEX here, this node right here that we've got right around 270s. That area here is what we want to watch here. You see how we got this level? So that we pushed up and then we see price kind of react off that level. That's good. That's a good sign, right? We're seeing some areas where we're getting responses that are not just random areas on a chart. And we combine that with the timing of things, right? 277, new 30-minute open. If this ends up being one of those days where it's just a slow trend, slow grind up, you know what? To be honest with you, I probably won't even take any more trades. I'm not going to force it because I don't really like those kind of conditions. If it's a slow grind up, unless you're in at the very beginning where they whipsaw, right? Where they chop people out and then you happen to be in, you catch it. I don't know if I want to be playing this game. You can see some changes here on the NetGex, but nothing. Still very strong here. Still very strong here, guys. Look at a 1 hour chart. Watching here if they're going to be able to do some business here. Let's go to a 15-minute. So far, 15-minute, just consecutive up. Get rid of some of these levels here, guys. Okay, we're getting a continuation dot. Let's see if they get that continuation here. I'm not taking it, but I'm just watching here to see. See right here. Continuation. Just got to watch here overhead open print. Be careful. But that would be the continuation dot, expecting at least the hit of the high. Calls are positive, so the flows are bullish and they are increasing, so that does support the move. Plus we got some flow on here. I don't, you guys can't quite see that on the chart right now, but it's showing me that these buyers are trying to buy, but I'm not going to buy against the 277. I'm not going to buy against that right now. So if anything, we're just going to wait. I don't want to lose money, guys. Do you guys want to lose money? I don't want to lose money. Not today. Unnecessarily chasing at the highs, right? Look at the 15-minute. Let this 15. I need a 15-minute to give me a pullback. If that 15-minute can give me a pullback, then I could reload. Then I can consider potentially participating for continuation. Because I don't want to trade a continuation move after we've had 4 consecutive up bars on a 15-minute chart. Like, yeah, I know it looks pretty bullish, but to me, we're still technically we haven't accepted yet the 250 level. Just because we've broken the level doesn't mean we've accepted the level. They can easily break back under the level, and then from there we get a bigger rotation to the downside. So I don't want to be that guy. Oh, look, everything looks perfect because we just bought off of a trend line. No, I need to see this thing actually prove itself with a pullback on a 15-minute or a 5-minute, and that it actually holds. Right? This is the trap right here, folks. This could be the trap here for the buyers. Let's see. That might be the trap. And we got bids right underneath. There's the trap. Boom. There you go, baby. But not enough yet. Not enough. Not enough. That entry trigger would have been 15 points. Let's see. It's more about what happens on the breaks, right, guys? That's the key thing. It's not just, oh, we got a break. Trend has changed. Not necessarily, because they did the same thing here, guys. They did one of these Johnny Cages. So you could take this trade and just know that we do not want to see price take out this high, because if it does, then we have the same pattern as we had over here. All right, which is actually helpful, because then that means you could use tight stops. You could use tight stops if that's the case, because technically speaking, if you believe that if this is beginning to roll over, then we shouldn't reclaim that high. But let's watch what happens here. I'll take a scalp entry here, okay? Take a scalp there just in case. Stops above the 250 level. Watching how we handle this area here, 234s, positive X here. These bids here, they're trying to stack these bids. Shall we pull up the book map? Let's pull up that book map and watch what's going on here. We're beginning to try to like reclaim this area here. Let's see if they get back above the 250 level. Okay, let's see if we get to 225s. Slow grind here. Watching Big Renko trying to print new bricks to the downside. More bids coming in. 1 minute chart. Just pull them back to the 21 moving average. We got 10 seconds left on this 5-minute chart to close. So first 10 minutes. Let's see now. We're beginning to approach important level. It's 225. So are they going to reclaim? In short, there's 15 points. I'm going to take my scalp for 15 points. So I can make back my 15-point loss from earlier. So now I'm back scratch on the day. Okay. So 0 points profit, but we went from negative 15 points to now break even. Okay. Now we continue. Now we're back. Let's see now what happens here. We like the little reaction, guys. I like the little reaction we got. But, you know, it's still holding up. Let's take a look here. What's going on with the GEX? We had a decrease from 3 billion to 2.4. So let's see what happens now. Where's our major gamma level here? Major positive levels way up top. So price looks like it's going to try to rotate and reclaim this structure here, 236s. Let's see if they do. I'm already out. So I was not trying to catch a full reversal here, gang. I was just looking for that reaction. And we got the reaction, didn't we? Right there. Nothing special. In fact, this was a late entry. The earlier entry, the better entry would have been right on this dot. But I hesitated a little bit. Look at how they stack in the bid here. They stack in the bid here. Dude, I don't know why my bubbles are not showing up here. I gotta adjust my settings here real quick. Why are my bubbles not showing? Okay. Why? Okay, let it load. Let it load. Pretty. All right, this is the chance for the buyers to take back control of this 10 o'clock auction, guys. So let's just kind of pay attention to what's happened here. So step one, we opened up, sellers took control immediately. Buyers did get that attempt for the retest. Okay, big reaction, got a lower low. Then we see price, we had a bunch of bids come in. So if you saw earlier here, there was a bunch of stacked bids. You can still see it right here, 100 contracts. So they started absorbing that move to the downside. we do have this positive GEX level here. So we're literally in positive GEX. So that's why we're seeing this type of movement in and around this area here. So that means that you're not really buying breakouts. Okay. So like you don't sell the weakness and you don't buy the strength in this area here. We got to just allow price to do its thing. But after we had this reclaim here, the big question becomes, are the buyers going to step back in now and support this move? Or do we get continuation lower? This is the test right here. Let's see what happens. They're coming back. Sellers taking back control at the moment. But let's see if they're going to be able to really keep price going here. But it's got to be cautious because we're still technically in a positive gamma area environment. So they may continue to support this move, meaning buy it. So we'll watch and see here. The 250 level is showing up as an area of interest here. It's showing that price is unable to stay above. Okay, this is where we can look at closures on a 1 minute candle for that confirmation. So we can see here a 1 minute chart right here. Buyers had their chance, they failed. Buyers had their chance again, and it looks like they're trying to fail. So now let's see what happens here. This is support, major support. We can't forget this area here, just because we see what's going on here. This is the actual zone. So as long as we're kind of staying above this area, buyers still can't have control of this entire structure here. This is the swing point from down here. So we've got this swing high to swing low, this swing high. So price is basically stair stepping, correcting right now. And then it can go like that, right? So that's what we have to pay attention to. So we're now forming what looks like a bear channel bull flag. And that's technically a bullish structure, right? It's technically a bullish structure. So we'll see what happens here. Price is just kind of hanging out here around 250s, getting everybody frustrated. This is what we want. We want everyone. We want to be eyeing the areas where everyone's getting frustrated. Who's getting frustrated? Buyers are getting frustrated right now, right? Sellers, not so much. They're chilling right now. They haven't really been tagged out as of yet. So, but it's still early in this structure that they're building here. But the buyers are getting frustrated. Because these guys lost thinking they were going to get the breakout. These guys lost thinking they were going to get the two-legged correction breakout. And now let's see if these guys succeed. I don't think so. I don't think so. Let's see what happens right here. This might be the guy, and that's it. Let's watch 225s. Look at the book map at the same time. Boom. Big sell there. Big dump there. These guys are... So I like this, guys, because this is what I was hoping for on a 15-minute. I wanted to see a pullback on the 15-minute. We're back. We start cracking this 200 level, gang. I mean, we might start seeing this thing roll over. We'll see, though. We got opening range high at 186s. I think we're ready to start playing here. Market's now giving us nice moves, expansion here. Okay, let's see now if the dealers start buying from here, okay, because that's what happens in this environment here. But we're seeing some decrease here in net GEX, so I'm going to watch to see if the flows. Oh, there's my bubble. Where the hell are these bubbles at, bro? Here we go. Boom. Okay, let's watch. These buyers might get spanked here. Let's see. We're testing the VWAP. Yeah. Gotta wait, folks. Let it do its thing. Let's get rid of the book map for right now. Just watch the Renko chart here. Let's take a look at the 32 bar chart. All we're doing is pulling back to our breakout level 173 as of right now. Let's drop our little friend here, our 50 moving average. Our friend. There we go. I don't know why, but my Renko bars love that 50 moving average. Love it. All right, let's see. These bulls are trying to break back inside this boss level, but buyers keep failing. So think about this. How many times have the buyers failed? 1, 2, 3 times. What's the chance they're going to fail again? Highly likely. Right? Highly likely. Put call ratio is 1.32. Let's see. Price is dropping though. Let's see if they're going to hold the VWAP. That's VWAP right there. That green line. Oh, you don't have it there. Oh, sorry. Green line. Oh, sorry. The purple line is VWAP 196. 196 is the VWAP. I would like that. You know what I would do? Here's what I would do for this play. I would get long if we break down through VWAP, break down through opening range high, and then reclaim those levels. We reclaim those levels, I'll get long. But I'm not going to get long right now. We're getting buyers to try right here, but I'm not going to get long right now. Even though we did break back inside our breakout level, that could be a trigger. What time is it? 10:17, new 15-minute candle. Interesting. Maybe at 10:30. I think maybe 10:30 it might be ready. We'll see what happens here. So just watching the 15-minute structure, look at what we're doing. We're rejecting off this gap here. So we had price breakout. Look at that. No wick at the top, right? No wick at the top or at the bottom of these candles. So price needs to come back and repair all that eventually. Doesn't have to happen right now, but when you see that, that is inefficient price action. So now we watch to see this gap at 200. So we're probably gonna maybe tag it and it maybe go up again, and then I think they're gonna like rip it again. I think that's what they're gonna do. But I think as of right now, we're gonna watch this 15-minute bar begin to unfold, and then they're gonna probably try to take out this high right there, right? They're gonna try to take out that high, and then maybe what I would like, well, a couple scenarios here. Gonna probably come down a little bit, take it out, and then maybe dump it here again, right? I think that's kind of what I'd like to see for a 15-minute scenario. But it's all good, bro. Let's just take it easy. Not get too fired up and excited about the future. Gotta focus on the now. What's happening in the now. That's all that matters, guys. Because you can have the idea, have the level. Like I had the level today. I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be 175 to 250. But where, like where in that range, right? Where do you enter the trade? That's the problem. Unless you're like a swing trader using a big ass stop, that's a different story. But I'm not. I use tight stops, like 10, 15 points at most. At most. Unless I'm like really sloppy for whatever reason, or the ATR is just so huge. You know, if I get real sloppy, then sometimes, yeah, my stops are bigger than that. Those are not good days. Those are not good days, gang. Look the reclaim. Look the reclaim. Look, now let's look at this 1 minute to see if these boys are transitioning back into control and they maintain that breakout. I don't know. I'm not buying it, but just wondering. Just curious to see. So right now we got the first seller who failed, which is this homie right here. Finally, buyers have succeeded at something on this pullback. So now we just watch to see if they're going to continue to hold and win. And maybe the next seller failure, you can get in and participate. But that dot right there on the Renko chart preceded that squeeze. But if you combine it with where we were at, this is 0 gamma down here at 202s. We had some absorption. We had some big buying coming in too. 64 contracts. Got a big bubble right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. And then we reclaimed this level. So that's a reclaim off the VWAP. It would have been nicer if we actually got under the VWAP, under the opening range, and sellers really got aggressive here. That would have been very nice, because then I could have I would have used all that sell side momentum, you know, for my entry or for my opportunity for a squeeze. Let's see now as we begin to test this gamma level here at 265s. Let's see if they're gonna end up selling into this or what happens. 15-minute looks like it wants that high. Everyone's betting on that high, but look at the book map right now, bro. That book map is funky. Look at the book map. The sellers are trying here. They're trying here. Here you go. Are they going to get it? Are they going to succeed on this break of 75? Are they going to succeed on the break of 75? Doesn't look like I'm going to hit my 100 points in 50 minutes or 55 minutes like I did yesterday. Looks like it might be a little longer here. Maybe I won't even get it done today, unfortunately, but that's okay. We'll try to get it done by 11:30. If we can't do it then, we just call it a day. That's our game plan, guys. The game plan is get your 100 points and then be done. If you can do it, and you got to have a time window when it's done, right? You can't just play the game forever. There's got to be rules to the game. Seller just came in. Let's see. Are these boys going to be able to absorb the selling pressure that just came in? This might be the trap. Let's see. I don't know. Watching. Back under 250s. This is where they should absorb. Sellers should get absorbed here if this is going to be just a pullback. But the buyers have failed the entire time. This is the first time the buyers succeeded since the start of the 10 o'clock hour. Let's see. I'm going to take a scalp. Scalp there. Oh, let's take that scalp short. Okay. 225 is that level. If they reclaim that level, then Benito. Looking to trap these buyers here. Oh, there's my 15 points again. I'm out. Got 17 points on that one, guys. 2 for 2, baby. 2 for 2. 2 for 2. That was a quick one. Hey, you know what? Let's look at this thing real quick. I thought that was quite interesting. So we came to our level, positive X level here, 265. And we know this is going to be an area where we should see price kind of like hedging. So meaning mean reversion. So breakouts fail, breakdowns fail, breakout fail. So that's exactly what happened. Johnny Cage, right? They did a Johnny Cage, formed the cage. You get the lower low break. Then you get the higher high break. And both sides did exactly the same thing. Check it out. 64 contracts were executed right here. Big trades. You can't see that, but there's a big bubble there. Big rotation, right? And then we get the same thing here at the high. Big seller came in, 58 contracts right at this level, and then boom dump, right? Boom dump. So they're playing the same game here. And so this is a funny 30-minute auction, guys. Funny 30-minute auction. This is why I think we do so well, because we're fully aware of what's going on in terms of what type of environment we're in the moment. Those price moves through these different levels. Think about it like the weather changing. It's like driving from Florida to California. You're going to go through different weather patterns because it's going to be different climate changes as you go from the East Coast to West Coast, right? Especially if you're driving through the Midwest, you know, you're going to see weather patterns. Well, it's the same thing with the price. That's why I call it an auction map, right? Because as you start migrating above and below certain price levels, you're going to see behavior change, where price will be, you know, dampened. Like you're going to see price get suppressed. So in this instance, breakouts get suppressed by selling pressure. Breakdowns get suppressed by buying pressure, right? Because dealers have to hedge against a move. And that's what it boils down to. I mean, it's not complicated, and that's the why patterns for most folks, because most folks who do trade, especially just regular traders, like they're just looking at price patterns. And look, technically the pattern, anyone who looked at a 1 minute chart, they could have bought this. Like this is what everyone would have done. They would have bought this breakout right here. They're thinking bullfly continuation, fair value gap, moving average. I'm going to buy. That's what everyone's thinking, right? No one's, hey, it might work if you put a big stop loss, but for what we're doing here, we're using really tight risk. We're talking like 10 points, 15 points at most. Now let's watch what happens here if they're going to be able to reclaim 225s. This might be where the buyers are going to finally, because we got the sellers now, right? Back in control, but let's see. We're still holding the VWAP. Let's watch what happens here. I'm going to go ahead and try scalp. If they can get me that green dot, we'd be good to go. No, they're not giving it to me. I think it might be over, guys. Might be over here for the buyers. I have to tag that on that one. So back to zero on the session so far. That's okay. It's all good, guys. It's all good, gang. Buyers. I think it might be over. Let's see. I am still watching here. Right. Very tight risk here. Using 220s as my stop. Actually, 225s will be the stop here. We gotta be careful. We're right at the VWAP, and we're at support. So remember what I was talking about, how they may buy this, because obviously that's what the market does in this type of environment. Let's see if they're gonna bust this through. Take a look at the book map. Watch that 200 level. Got a bid there at 203s. Can we get there? Can he bid? Can we fill this bid at 203s? Or is that bid going to end up being a catalyst off VWAP to get price back up again? Got to be mindful. 3 minutes left for this IB. I'll probably cut this trade here in a second. Not liking it, but we'll see. We're still holding the 200s. 220s is my stop here. Look at a book map. Look at that. Sellers are getting absorbed here down here. Got to be careful. Got these nice bids down below. They just filled that bid. Are they going to use that and then pump price back up? Let's see. 1 minute left on this 15-minute. Then it's probably squeeze here. I'm going to cut my trade. I'm going to take my scratch for 4.5 points. Let's call it negative 5 points with commissions. Take the scratch. Cut that trade. I don't want to be selling down here. Kind of goofy to do that. The proper entry would have been right there, which I did take that scalp and I was looking for that continuation move, but nope. Absorbed. 10:30 here in 30 seconds. Let's see if we get a pop here. Price back above POC at 220s. What's going on here? Okay, now they're trying here. Okay. Now these boys are trying. Let's see what they can do here. Alrighty, IB is set. There could be the continuation move. Let's see. Sellers did do a good job trying, but failed so far to get that break of 200s. Immediately pump above 219 open print. Can they sustain the move? Sellers are coming in and trying to stack the offer at 240. So look at the 15-minute candle. This is more like what I was kind of anticipating, is we get a nice little rotation and then we see if price can not take out this low. If they take out this low, that changes the game here for buyers. But instead, we would want to see this end up holding, technically, this level here, 17. And then we want to see them run this 15-minute high. We can get that 15-minute high. That becomes juice for 73s and then for high of day, for IB break. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see if they're going to be able to succeed here. Looks like they're going to succeed here, but I don't know. Just waiting. Just waiting, gang. Just waiting. I kind of like it, but waiting to see. I want to see the sellers try one more time. Got that rotation. Thing is, on my Renko, we are still technically, no, you know, we got this low, higher low here. Let's see if they're going to run this one more time before they take it up. That would be a better situation, in my opinion. Create a swing high. This is what I would prefer. They do this, right? Get everybody long, thinking that this is the move, but it's not. And then they somehow create this rotation, break the low, come back in, break the high, then take it back up. But watch the opening print, because this is what is the king here. This is the king, right? This is what determines everything for us here, is that opening print. So they're holding the opening print at the moment. They just tested it. You just see them wicked off of it. So 225 now, just watching. Let's see if they're going to be able to maintain this. And these boys sustain this move. I think they are, guys. Watching. Buyer came in, 50 contracts. We got 800 contracts on the ask. Oh, at 260s. That's good. Let's see how that deals. How that pull, if that pulls price. Let's see it here on the 1 minute chart. 800 contracts on the ask. I think this is the move. They gave us a nice test of the 30-minute open, and I think we're going to see this thing push into the initial balance high at 284s. That dot preceded the move, plus the volume to confirm. So one thing I'm noticing about me today is I'm a little late to the party, guys. I'm a little late. Even though I've only taken a few trades here and I'm only negative 5 points, I'm a little late to the party. Like, you know, but the thing I'm also recognizing as well is, like, I did catch a really good entry here. And then I shouldn't have done that here. That was a mistake, right? I shouldn't have looked for the continuation move yet. I think for me, it was just more like thinking that the buyers have failed so many times, especially after that big pump, maybe we would get a deeper move lower. And so I guess that's okay. And that's why I use extremely, I cut the trade immediately. And I'm glad I did, because look at what's happening. And then here, you know, I think the entry, I should have taken that trade basically after we retested the 30-minute open at 19. So when we see them try twice, like, always look for the 2 try, right? Here we get the first test of it, price pops, second test of it, and then we get the break. That could be the trigger right there, right? To get long. It's like a W, just looks like a W pattern here, right? It's like boom, W's, M's and W's. So now we just watch to see, because again, buyers looks like they're failing again. Holy cannoli, man. I think this thing is going to actually rotate, man, to be honest, the way this thing is playing. Let's see. Maybe they do take out this low after all. Let's see what they do here. I'm going to try short this time. I will try to get to that low. I don't want to see them hold that 30-minute open. They're retesting it right now, 19. So if we get below the 30-minute open, this could become a bigger trade. But until we actually clear 19s, stay heavy under 19s, got to be very cautious here. They could just absorb right here to 25. So this is where you start watching book map, guys. Put the book map on, watch the levels, so you can see the absorption happen. Boom, they're trying to break this the open print. I'm going to try to reclaim it now. Boom, rejected again. The offers coming in, T2 offers. We also got large bids coming in. There's 80 ticks, 20 points. I'm taking the partial. Go and break even. Well, stop's going to stay above 19s, okay? So we reclaim 19s, I'll cut the trade. So I got my little runner on here just in case. But I still don't think it's ready yet, guys, just based on the price action. So my stop is actually technically break even. Cool. We're in the money, homie. That was 80 ticks. Very nice. 20 points. Okay, we're out on that. Now we reclaim that open print. Watch. 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 Can we stay above? I try. Tight stop. Aiming for that high. Tight stop below 30-minute print at 19s. Getting my 15 points first. We're sitting at 35. Got to be careful here. They could smash. They could just reject it right now. I'm already ready to go. Stop is already going to be at the super trend right there. There's my 15 points. Come on, give me more. I need it. I didn't take my target. We have a big offer right here, 242. So I got to be careful here. Come on, one more pump. One more pump. We got 12 seconds here. There's my. I'm waiting for the 15. I need to see 15. Come on, don't be mean here. Come on, baby, let's go. Let's go. Look at bookmap. There they are. There they are. Come on, a little bit more. 46s is that level. We got that seller there at 47. You can see it right here on my Renko. We got the tier 2 offer, 242 contracts. Come on, man, just get it done, son. Get it done, son. Hit it, hit it, hit it. What, boy, these guys are going to do a lower high. Are they going to do a lower high here? What are they going to do here? I think we got it. I think we got it, gang. Whatever happens, happens. There's no emotions in trading. Oh, break even on that one. Break even on that one. Back to sell side mode under, or we're retesting that 19 level again. This is the level, folks. Clearly, this is the level. Clearly, this is the level. I'm short. I'm shorting this thing again. Clearly, this is the level. But these boys are not letting it die. 30s my stop will be at the 30s. 30-second left here. Double bottoms. Multiple rejections. 5-minute compression. Holding 220s. Oh my goodness, these guys, bro. Woof. These boys are playing games here. Tagged out on that, guys. Tagged out on that one. This may not be my day today, guys. I may not be able to get my 100 points. Let's not force it, but look, I'm very interested in this area here. Still interested. I mean, look, we're not able to hold the level, man. Jeez, I used my stop too tight. What's our ATR? 97? That would have been it. That's it. Watch it go to target now. It's going to take out this bid down here. All good in the hood. All good in the hood. But they're still just pinning this area here. They're just holding this area here. Look at the 15-minute chart. Still early. Still early. Watching this area here. That 15-minute candle. We've got 5 minutes left to figure out what it wants to do. It might close inside. It might close inside. Because we have not gotten a meaningful breakdown yet. 200 has still been holding. That 5-minute chart is hideous. Let's go back to the 1 hour. Nothing going on here on the 1 hour. They're just pulling back into the zone. One more time. One more time on that reclaim of the 19 level. I'm in long. I just hope these guys don't keep trapping 19 levels. They've been trapping hard here, fellas. They've been trapping hard here. We didn't get that flip. That is not good for me. Up here, watching this open print. It's a little premature. A little premature. Watching that open print. These boys gonna take it out. I think so. Watching. Just put a bid here to 5s. Buyers have been failing here. Oh boy. That's it. I think they're gonna take me out here. That's it. I'm gonna fill that bid and it's over. Okay. Man, I should have stayed coachable to the chart, man. As soon as we freaking reclaim that back underneath, I should have cut that one. Taking some cuts here today, guys. Taking some cuts here today. We're staying under that 30-minute now. Let's see what happens. We got 3 minutes left on this 15-minute chart. That might be the end of it. Let's see. I don't know. So now I'm going to be watching to see this move down to 152s to see how they handle that. And this could just simply be a big pullback. I don't know. You know, I'm still not fully sold out to this complete reversal here, but it's possible. It is possible. It might be time, guys. Might be time. They stopped enough people out here, that's for sure. Sellers are definitely in the game. And this is kind of what I was initially wanting to see, was the sellers get real aggressive here. Let's watch what happens as we get that pop. Can we make a recovery here today? Can we make a comeback? It's been a little battle there, you know, kind of like hovering plus 20, then back down. And now I'm down. I'm negative about 35 points on the session. I stop at 50 points. If I get to 50 points negative, I'm done for the session. Let's see what happens here. Some pretty ugly action on the 5-minute. We're testing our opening range high. Price is still expanding lower. But Big Renko is still kind of holding up here. Big Renko is just telling us that, hey, we're just pulling back to the breakout level. So we'll see. Take a look at the GEX, see what's going on there with GEXA. Righty. Watching here. 15-minute candle about to close. Do we get expansion to the downside? We do have a node. We have negative gamma below on the QQQs. So we'll see. We shall see. Just be patient. There's still time. The best stop loss is going to be time, FYI, right? So if you're not getting it, you're not seeing it, all good. Just let time be your stop. It'll be your best stop loss. Looks like we got this move now, beginning to expand lower. Let's see. We're testing overnight VWAP now. HVL level 175. We get back under 175 and hold, and that goes back to the original idea of that level acting as major resistance, and then we can look for rollover, like not rollover, but you know, like a rotation back to the low of day. So 175 being tested right now. We start really breaking down the 175 level, then I think we can maybe get the move. Keep it clean, guys. Got to keep it clean. Could be some scalp targets. Could be some scalp play. Scalp plays maybe. I don't know. You guys are playing games here. Let's see if we get some scalp play here. Got some fresh levels above 702 at 235s. These guys are going to try to retest 19. So I'm going to take a scalp play here, as we did bounce off of our opening range high. So scalp play for me. Bingo, 20 points. Can we actually get to that fresh zone there? There's 25 points. I'm going break even. And I'm taking off my runner. So we just caught a nice scalp there on the reclaim. Big buying coming in now. We got some flows stepping up. Net GEX is positive, so we can anticipate what? Mean reversion. Let's see now if we can actually stay above 19s. If so, we could probably add, you know, if we can stay above 19s, which is our 30-minute opening print for 1030. Can they hold it, right? I'm going to watch here. So if we get this test and hold, I could definitely re-enter on that. Watching. Let's pull up the book map. Pull up the book map here. So we made a nice recovery there. Where's the book? Here we are. Watching that 30-minute open. So looking at book maps, a POC here on the session, 220s. where we've traded the most amount of volume on the session, 220. So it's important. It's a magnet for price. Let's see if we can get this pop back up above 19s. Stops are break even, so no matter what happens, it's okay. Watching here, because this could be a retest failure and we get movement back lower, right? So let's watch. Price is trying to break 215s. The 219 is the level for us, but we already seen rejection here off the 219 open print. Can they get through it? Can these boys get through it? Let's see. Not yet. Trying. One more. No. No. Okay, we try. We try adding some contracts there. Can they stay above? Can they do it? And we get acceleration. There's 10 points. Can we keep it fresh? Can we keep it going here? Tight stops, tight stops. I'll keep my stop down here at the 50 just in case. We are rejecting immediately, but they need to hold. Can we hold it? Can we get that flip back up? Watch the Renko. Need a reversal bar here. Give me a reversal bar. 8 seconds left. Don't think they're going to do it. Oh, come on, boys. One more time. Hold that open print. Oof. Oof. Back under. They're testing under again. Back under and failed. Waiting. VWAP. And I got stopped out on that after catching that nice pop. Oh, jeez. That's frustrating. That is frustrating, gang. So I had that move right there. You could see, caught that nice run, then tried to get long again on the next pop up, and it pulled back underneath. Maybe it does it now. Maybe it does it now. They're just playing with this level here. Try one more time. Try one more time here, guys. Back above one more time. I don't want to be fighting this level here, but seems like they've been relentless with this area here. This will be my last attempt trying to catch this squeeze, and it's failing immediately. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Lord, have mercy. Can we get back above the open for this last 10-minute pump? Can they do it, guys? This auction is no joke here today for this 30-minute. I'm trading not the best, guys, to be honest. Let's see if we can maybe do it here. I don't know, man. They're back underneath that open print. This could be a pretty aggressive failure here, guys. Let's see, VWAP watching. Come on, boys. One more time. Let's get through 220s, 219s. Beef. 1 minute, unable to. That's it for me, guys. I'm going to call my session here today. I'm going to take my max loss on the session. Got my 50-point loss today. Unfortunately, but this is trading, guys. You can't have wins every single day. It is what it is. And what I need to do is look at what happened. Like, why did I, where did I mess up? I mean, it's pretty obvious. I'm anticipating a breakout, or I'm anticipating a reclaim of the 30-minute open. And as a result, it got caught in taking the repetitive trade with the same thesis, right? And it could work. It could still work, but that's also the trap, because it hasn't quite failed yet. But then you take these cuts, and then it compounds, and next thing you know, you're red. You're deep red on the idea. So I'm not deep red. I'm just 50 points red, a little bit more than 50 points, but that's what it was. What it is sometimes. So you know what? It's part of the game. I'm gonna accept it. No big deal. Been doing this for a long time, and there's more trades tomorrow, and we'll just continue to do what we do, ladies and gentlemen. So since I hit my max loss on the session, I'm gonna wrap it up here. And look, it looks like they're probably gonna do it right now. I could technically do it again. I could technically do it because, I mean, shit, these bastards. But that's all right. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna take that. I'm just gonna allow it to do its thing, and then that's it. No FOMO here. But I'm going to wrap it up, guys, for this session. It is a loss today. Unfortunately, I didn't hit my target. But we'll be back tomorrow. Same game, same challenge. So far for the week, though, we're still up 150 points. So a little bit, maybe a little less than that. But we'll do an end-of-week tally and see how we end up. But that's the goal. Every day you come in, you either hit your target, hit your max loss, move on. That's it. So today was one of those days where we lost. All good. No need, no reason to get emotional, right? And start over trading and revenge trading. It's just how it goes sometimes, fellas. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the like button, and we'll be back tomorrow. By the way, guys, we do have some updates. I will be dropping here, probably in the Discord. For the folks who are not yet part of what we're doing here, you definitely want to jump on because we got some crazy stuff, cool stuff happening, and it's going to be a game changer. All right, gang. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button. You guys have a great rest of your morning.